Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. Last time we went and worked on our village room over in our base. It was very, very overdue, but you know, I like to think the end product is pretty cool. Now today, as kind of part of building that, we did get, and it was highlighted, shall we say, that we kind of, we needed an area to readily farm trees. And well, just a little bit of off-camera work before I hit record, saved some time, and leveled this entire area, and I think we're ready to start turning this into a tree farm. Kind of last little bit of work I wanted to do was A, make this look natural-ish, and B, replace this stone with dirt so we can plant trees wherever we need to. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do today. Hopefully it'll be pretty good, and then we can, you know, get... I mean, even if it's not like the most robust thing, I think just having access to an area is to build a little bit closer where, you know, the whole point is deforesting it and we can kind of, you know, control it and make it look natural. It seems, you know, I don't know, to me that seems cool. So obviously I don't want to go destroying the environment and whatnot, because it just doesn't look good. So yeah, kind of leads us to this, I suppose. So with that all done, I have also paved a little bit over the kind of like bit of water that went in here. Actually, ooh, almost forgot. I was going to do the same over here as well. So it's like, do we need this? No. Am I going to really notice that this has been modified? Probably not as well. So, well, there we go. Bon appetit. So, in terms of everything else I want to do with this, I kind of want to have it, this little area here, I kind of want to give it a tweak, which may mean this tree has to go. Because obviously having a sharp drop isn't the best, I'd argue. So what I want to do is kind of have it take like one step up here, and then, you know, 2 and 3, and then it matches with natural gradients. So, I suppose we'll get on with that. Again, that tree is going to be a bit of a nuisance, but I don't think it's overcomable. It's overcomable. We'll go with that. And then, we're just going to do the next layer after that. And I think there's no other kind of thing that's going to give me an issue, right? We kind of do this little, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like supernatural, but it looks... like, this is passable. That already looks leagues and bounds better than what we started the episode with that massive drop. Of course, just to be quick, gonna destroy this, replace it with some dirt. You know, I mean, I can't go having all the dirt in the world, you know. Actually, oh, weird thought. Maybe I could extend that down and just have that chill there. I don't know. I feel as though, okay, on the one hand, that is like probably the worst obstruction out of anything. On the other hand, I kind of want to keep it. Oh, I kind of want to keep it. Ooh, decisions. Yeah, I'll bring a log and we'll see how it looks. And if it doesn't look good, we'll bin it off. But I'm going to go to sleep because that area is, you know, not sufficiently lit up yet. And I do not want to be dealing with enemies, specifically creepers, that may make my job any harder than it actually needs to be. Anyway, while we're running off, haven't had the chance to say it yet. Hopefully, we're all having a good day today. I know I am. Had a very chill day so far. Re-recorded Fall Guys because my computer did the thing where it just wasn't picking up my desktop audio for a recording. So yeah, redid that. It's pretty fun. I say redid that as though, you know, I had to like go back through the story. I didn't, but yeah. I have fun doing that. Same glitch affected Danganronpa the other night though, which was a bit oof. Only the first 20 minutes or so, but it was one of those where it was like, oh, my voice is already starting to hurt from what I have recorded, and now it's kind of unusable. Luckily, that's when I caught it. It was after the Fall Guys recording, but yeah, I'm having a chill day so far. Re-recorded Fall Guys that was meant to go out recording this, and then I'm thinking maybe I sit down and record some more Danganronpa. Kind of get a batch of episodes to go out, because it's like, you know, if I'm in the mood to record something, I may as well capitalize on it, because it's like, at the end of the day, a video is a video, you know? It don't matter what it is, if it's a video, it counts for the streak. I am behind on the streak, but, you know, we'll avoid mention of that. But, yeah, no, on the whole, pretty good day. And, yeah, we're just kind of chilling. I'm back at university properly to start the new year on Monday, which is like, ooh, spooky. Very spooky. But, yeah, looking forward to getting back into that, you know, writing my dissertation. I mean, I think I've mentioned this before. I have to make a game as part of my dissertation, which makes sense as I'm on a games development course. But I'm looking forward to it, and maybe it subconsciously prompted me to do Danganronpa because I'm making a game in a similar style to it. Not like investigative, but you know what I mean, like kind of the same like way of telling a narrative and whatnot. Yeah, maybe I can take some pointers. So, you know, inadvertently helping myself out. That was not my intention at all when I said I would start recording Danganronpa properly, but, you know, sometimes that's just how it works. Speaking of making things work, what are we going to do here? Yeah, good question. Also, while we're on the topic of terraforming, this looks really ugly, so I'm just going to shave it down. It might seem a little bit out of nowhere, but I don't know. I just hate how this area looks, and it's like, we can do better. This is my Minecraft world. I can demand it to look marginally more acceptable than whatever the hell is going on here. Because, like, when you come through it looks like kind of... The way it jumps out, that's what I don't like. It's like, nah, beat you back a little bit. Maybe do a bit of this. I'm feeling that, yeah, we should trim that. I mean, okay, these are kind of a bit harder, but, you know, it's not too bad, actually, now that I look at it. That looks more natural, more pleasant. Probably look better once the grass is regrown. If I just fill that in like so. I'm liking it. Obviously, getting a step up in here is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but, you know, that's an accessibility question for another day. Although maybe we could renovate this area into being that, but, like, you know, better aesthetics-wise. Okay. Anyway, I did say I'd check out how this tree looked with an extra log on the bottom. Does this solve the problem? I mean, yeah, actually. Go me. Right, so, where to begin then? Probably destroy this grass, but what do we want to do? Like, where? Because I haven't really thought how we're going to divvy this up. I haven't even measured this area in terms of, like, how I know to work with. Like, a regular tree is 5 by 5, isn't it? Or 6 by 6? So if we go off that basis, I should have brought some bone meal. I'm very behind on this whole tree making farm business. I've never really done it before, so my experience is definitely on the lacking side. But should we just see? I've seen setups where people will use birch trees as an example. They do this, and then they bone meal them all, and the leaves just kind of phase into each other. But then what they're able to do is they're just able to they use like pistons and dead complex contraptions. So they just hold down left click, and they'd go through rows and rows of trees. And, that does intrigue me a little bit, if I'm being honest. But, at the same time, like, what would be... What's like, properly... Let's nuke this area of all available white, because what we could do... You know, we can use blocks and whatnot to mark where we're placing stuff, or where we want to place stuff. So, using that in mind, maybe we do a little bit of a, experiment. So, let's count in from here, right? So... I'm going to say this is mark 1. The rest is kind of like, you know, nice aesthetic. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say here is where we're going to start planting trees. I'm going to say, for scientific purposes, here is where we want to plant our first tree. So what if we do something where we kind of just do this around where we plant them? So that's 1, and then we stick a tree there. And that doesn't look like it's going to hit anything. And then we just keep on with that. So, again, you got to think, 6 by 6. So that's 1. So it's going to go out... Okay, no, if we're going sideways, yeah, so it's still 6. That's 1, 2, 3 for that tree's leaves, then 1, 2, 3 for this tree's leaves, before this is where the next one goes, and then we do the same business. I'm now very afraid that I just suggested getting rid of all the available light sources. Really, of all the times to have a rainstorm, we're having one now? Okay. And we can apply the same logic, though. As long as we don't move around too much, we should be good from monsters. But we'll try it this way as well. So 1, 2, 3 for this tree's leaves, 1, 2, 3 for that tree's leaves, with this being... No, that's where we want the sapling to go, and then around it is the cobblestone. Okay, maybe it's a little bit off, but you get the general vibe I'm going for. Maybe we'll adjust the shoreline to make it look natural. Or maybe we'll come back to this at a later time. But what this does do is the... If we were to do a second column, for example, we now know... For example, here is where that tree is naturally placed based on, oh, if I don't want them to overlap and whatnot, X, Y, Z. Granted, the whole marking system maybe isn't totally refined, but you kind of get what we're going for. Now, granted, that thing's barely outside of this thing's radius. I am depending on these all growing into the bog standard trees, I should mention. But I think generally that's an okay thing. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Plant a tree, and then we'll put in the extra bits later, you know, we'll do the cobblestone in a bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, and that's where our tree goes. And I think we've got space for one more, so that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, tree, and that should be fine, probably. And then we can just do it again here, where if we remain in line with this, then we do a little bit of that. We walk a little bit further along, then we hit it with that. Then we walk a tiny bit further along, and we hit it with that. Now, I'm not going to do any more cobblestone just because I'm not fully confident on the current setup. But what we can do is we can test if growing them in these conditions is fine, because I think we have a fair stack of bones and whatnot, which we're not using. So if we were to, say, make bone meal and then see if we can bone meal those trees into existence, general proof of concept. That's what this episode's going to be. It's going to be trial and error, but at a base level, if all of those trees grow, I'm fine with that. Because I can just, chop them down, regrow them, chop them down, regrow them. Of course, only proving it, at least in its current form, for oak trees. And I'd suppose birch trees, they're kind of like similar enough where, it crosses over. 23, that's not exactly the most encouraging thing in the world, so I'll make 30 bone meal should be fine. I would like to sleep, though. That would be, that's ideal. With, avoiding the whole death thing, but, nah, we'll have to work through the storm. Well, we'll manage. We'll manage. I guess. Yeah. Doesn't mean I don't have a right to complain. No, it's just some running, and we've done an exceedingly good job, I would argue, at lighting this whole. I mean, the turtle is still there, but we've done a good job at lighting this whole area up. So I'd say, we probably don't have anything to worry about or be super bothered about. That's a spider, but a spider that's mostly away from causing any problems. So go us. All right, now. I mean, I'll spare my bone meal. Let's go. So, we want to see, can these guys grow? Answers, yes, with not touching the tree leaves there. Beautiful. And next up, also grew without issue. Also grew without issue. Come on. Oh, for a second, I didn't think that was going to do it, but that's kind of perfect, isn't it? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to hit these with 1, 2, 3. All right, well, that works a bit too well. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And I think this is only the one that's of concern. 1, 2. Game treats me right. So the only two that haven't grown are here, but we've already given them a bit of bone meal, so that should set them off. But this is provably worked. So much to the point, I'm very happy to stick some torches down this middle column so we don't get mobbed. As you do in Minecraft. Okay, I thought that was clever wordplay, and then my execution just let it down. Yeah. Either way, I'm chuffed with that. I do want to kind of hang around a little bit and see if those guys grow. Not that I'm not expecting them to, but we haven't had any anomalous trees either. I don't know if they can just spawn naturally, or if maybe there is a chance they spawn from saplings. I'm gonna just keep an eyebrow raised for that. But that, to me, I mean, that works. I did not wrong things. My brain's getting the wires crossed again, but I mean, I don't mind that. So we can obviously optimize this. I think that mushroom kind of makes things a tiny bit difficult, but again, I think. Was I just very wrong about tree estimates? Because apparently these things all have a diameter of 2 leaves. So if we were to revive this, we could make the distance a bit shorter, to the point where it's like we're planting it here instead of there, and then maybe we squeeze an extra one in, and then we can move these guys in. Interesting. Very interesting. You know what, actually, I don't care if you guys grow anymore. I got a mission. That mission starts by tearing down these trees and going again. But I've got a feel. I've got a feeling, and I don't know. I don't get the feeling off, but the feeling's saying I might be onto something. My estimate was wrong initially, but it made something that worked. Now let's push it a little bit more into its limit. We're not making those trees super compact like I was describing before. We're just giving it a different chance. Also, I'm stocking up an oak wood, so, I mean, if there was ever an experiment to run to make sure my oak wood farm was operating well, it would be the one that nets me the most oak wood. But, again, we just harvest this, and you're the very last one I need. Get these things deleting themselves, and we are back in business. Now, granted, the whole issue with that's going to be... I gotta re-terraform a little bit, But, oh, especially here, because obviously we're going to be pushing it in a little bit more, but for a second I thought something was sneaking up on me. Nah, he's firmly over there. Whoop. Yeah, no, he's there. He doesn't know I exist yet. We're good. We're fine. Probably. If I can fill that back in and... Oh, okay, that's very good, actually. Because now, naturally, let's fill these holes back in. So the new trees, if this one is a bit different, but... So, diameter of 2 is 1, 2, then be 1, 2, sapling there. Right? If you're with me. So we plant the same trees, but now with a newer understanding of, okay, that's 1, 2, 1, 2, plant. Then 1, 2, 1, 2, plant. Let me keep at it. 1, 2, 1, 2, plant. 1, 2, 1, 2, plant. And 1, 2, 1, 2, plant. And I think that leaves a little bit better. You know, we could do that there, but I think that's going to go ahead. And then we just do the same thing. So 1, 2, 1, 2, plant. And yeah, we just go down this column again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been a while since I've just like had to outright count something in the series, but you know, it has its benefits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and then that makes this the very last one. Now, if I had infinite bone meal, I would just run the test again, but that seems a little bit more favourable. And it can I just say, I very much appreciate the rate at which all these leaves have firmly decided to leave the premises. Like, you know, I ain't complaining in the slightest about that. But let's give it a little second, see if oh, we have more bones on us. What am I saying? I'm gonna give the leaves a little bit more time to go, just in case they cause any issues. You know, we'll farm this farm again. It's like, what? You'd think the tick speed in this world had been modified, but I'm like 90% sure it hasn't. It just, everything grows so quick. Like, those trees are going quick. We get our food's coming in quick. Like, God. Not that I'm complaining again, but it's like, oh. You know, I won't complain either. Also, ooh. Okay, so that doesn't have... neither of these that were near the shoreline have the awkward thing of, you know, a block facing me in a boat, for example. That's, you know, it's no longer that... I don't know what it is. It just looks a lot neater now that I'm not replacing, like, an edge block. I've probably come up with a better word for them in the future, but with one of those guys. So I'm feeling the vision. I think this is quite good, because this can just be a row. It's already begun. It's already begun. Okay, so let's try and clear away as many of these as we can. But I'll tell you that tick speed, greatest ally I have. But you know, let's knock these guys down. I mean, I won't complain about a few apples as well. You know, keeps my my food stocks running high. But ooh, I feel I have a vibe. So I'm going off. It's just a vibe, but. I'm going to hit all of these with a little bit of bone meal and just see where it goes. Oh, that's 2 of you that have grown. Okay, okay. So let's go again. Okay. Oh, okay. That one needed 4. And oh, that doesn't overhang into the ocean as much as more... Ocean. River. Well, ah, you son of a... I was praying. There must be a way to manipulate how those trees spawn. Or manipulate them into not spawning, should I say. You know? I'll think of it. I'll find it. For my own use, if anything. But I'm just going to put all these down, because I think, in terms of a final design, it already feels like we're mostly there. Like, this just works so well. And then obviously over here, if you're wondering what we're going to stick here, probably lesser used stuff, but, you know, maybe we will have to, unfortunately, get rid of this tree on the edge. But I'm thinking maybe we have, like, maybe 2 slots for acacia wood, or... just like 3 slots so we can plant, you know, birch, acacia, whatever we need in the minute. We just kind of grow it in an area here. Or maybe we can repurpose this here, possibly for birch, and then acacia, and then at the very end, massive jungle tree. Honestly, again, I've said it a lot, but I see a vision, and the vision looks pretty damn good. So I suppose the only thing we really need to do to finish this off is just get ourselves... these little cobblestone squares in. It's just nice little, like, what would be the word? Pointer, yeah. Nice little pointer to just say, hey, this is where you got to plant the tree. You know, just in case they ever get confused, old and senile. Plus, it gives it that little bit of flair. You know, if nothing's planted down here, you can look down, you can see the cobblestone. If stuff is planted down here, you can tell either way. So it gives it like I'm not gonna say personality, because I think, you know, it'd be the most boring personality ever created, but. It gives it a little something, a little bit of pizzazz. Although the zombie is apparently not a fan of that concept, so it's probably going to try and kill me any second now, but it's fine. I finished putting my stuff in. No, you. Okay. Really? Okay, so this guy didn't see me from around the corner, but now those guys want the smoke from like 2 kilometers away. Alright, bring it. So let me re-equip my torch in my hand. Fine, fine. You're trying to stop me from pizzazzing my area up. I see you. I see you. But I won't let you. Anyway, so... Oh, God. I forget how this thing just... It cuts through stuff like butter. Again, never kind of complain about it, but it's like... Oh... I'm not used to stuff going this well. So again, whole episode to basically figure out tree science. There's probably an actual scientific word for it, but I don't know. Oh, that's accidentally put cobblestone where the dirt's meant to be. Oops, just let me do a bit of this. Fix that. Really? I'm sorry. Who invited you? Who? And when? They didn't, so get out. But oh, like I'm never used to having stuff go this well and just have the tools to, you know, bring stuff to reality this quickly. But I'm loving it. Even if my shovel is definitely looking a little bit worse for wear, I'm feeling pretty chuffed with myself. And again, not you know, reinventing the wheel or anything over here, but making a Minecraft build, which in my opinion, you know, could have been a lot worse. It could have been a bit bad, but it's not. And it's like, you go me. Also, yeah, I'm not really fussed about the dirt that's probably going to despawn from doing this. It's like, I have more than enough dirt from the beginning of this recording. We're more than fine. I won't be lying awake at night kicking myself over it with any luck. But that is the final one of those that needs to go in. And I think, you know, we'll pick up a little bit of dirt there. Maybe I'll add a tiny bit. Maybe I'll treat myself to some, but alright. Yeah, all of them have grown except this one, and honestly, I feel like that one's just, it's taking its sweet time. If I could see a skeleton to easily kill, I would. But, you know what? It's that. A very, very basic level of something we could do in a single episode. I'm quite happy with that. Granted, maybe I should have, you know, just studied the trees directly in front of me to figure out the general radius that I need to be planting stuff at. But, you know, barring that little initial kind of blip, I feel as though this was, you know, hella productive. I'll take the win. So, that does bring us to our end of the episode. I'll see you all next time. But of course, if you enjoyed this time, then make sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It genuinely does all help out the channel a bunch. Lets me know that you do want to see more of this, and all of that good stuff. And until next time, that said, and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.